Hello, 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 hello. So today's guest on Rydes N Vybes is Coach K. He is affectionately known as one of the top five guys, but he's also um one of the one of the he considers himself a 9 to 5 builder. So hey there. So the one thing that I gotta say is, while I love the movement that the culture has right now, I just love some of the parts of the movement much more than others. So chit chat with them. Hey there,
Yo, what's
how
up?
are you?
How you doing?
Man, listen,
Yo,
I have been so looking forward to sitting down with you
mm,
ever since you agreed to sit down and answer our questions. I'm gonna tell you some of the reasons why. I ain't gonna get too mushy right off the bat, but I'm gonna tell you some of the reasons why.
all right.
When I first came across your page, and I'm one of those people who I reserve judgment on people. Like, I don't ever judge them just based on their interactions with other people or the way that they interact with their people that they're with every day, right?
Hmm.
But as watching you and listening to you talk and hearing things you say, I was like, oh man, this is a dope dude. Like, he really, really talks with some sense. He ain't gotta be all rah rah all the time. And I was really just drawn in. I was like, okay, he got a dope personality. I like it.
Thank you.
And then when I got to meet you and we got the opportunity to actually talk, I was
Yeah,
like, oh, now that sealed the deal. That sealed the deal. I was like, this my guy.
thank you. Thank you.
All right. So first, I want to tell you thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to sit down and answer our questions.
No problem.
Um, and then what I'll do is I'll start off with one of my questions, and then I'll get right into the fans' question.
Go ahead.
All right. So tell us how you got started being into cars and being in the car culture.
You really want to know? You go back that
Yes.
far?
Yes.
Uh, well, it go back from the early '90s, like from the Bonnevilles. My uncle had a Probe. He used to have a little hatchback Probe. My auntie had the
You say
Honda
a
Civic.
pro?
A Probe, yeah, the Probe. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking it back now. If the people don't know about the Probe, yeah, yeah, he had a
I know
Probe.
what a pro is, but I
Yeah, my uncle had a my uncle had a Probe. My auntie, both of my aunties had them old Nissans, them Maximas, like the little box Maximas. But you
right.
remember they used to have the hammers on them, and they used to stick out. They used to poke out, right? So they had those. My uncle had he had the Bonneville. He had the Bonneville with the Kragers on it, white walls, the Bulldog on front. You know, you had the chrome Billy women. So it go back, like it's deep, because you know my people's was in it. The hood that was in it.
Right.
Um, and like from when I was younger, like I just always been fascinated with cars. That was like the thing that was what we had to dream about, because we didn't see anything else. We didn't see mansions. We didn't live on the water. We used to go to the beach, but we didn't have that to look forward to. You know, we had cars.
Right.
So,
Right.
you know, my grandmother had a salon. So we used to get Hot Wheels for holidays and stuff like that. So my grandma did have my auntie had her little nails and stuff. She had all the paint and stuff like that on the side. So we used to take the paint from the nails and then paint our Hot Wheels. You feel me? So it was just like, yeah, yeah. It was like, this was like this right now. Like, I'm humble because I feel like I'm living a dream. You know, because this is
Right.
like I've been wanting this since I was younger, since I was a kid. So it's like I'm still a big ass kid. Like, I like colors, I like flavor, I like style. Motors came back in the day, but like back then you didn't really need no motor. You just needed to be out. You know,
Right.
there wasn't no emphasis on no motor. Like, you don't care. You niggas buy a bucket, paint it, put rims on it, and they on the scene for that summer.
So you've been painting cars before you own cars. When you You've been painting your little
Yeah,
cars.
because you know some like I used the something take it back, right? So Toys R Us had you know the little Tyco RC cars. You
Oh, you
know,
done told on yourself. Now I know you old because you remember
yeah.
Toys R Us.
I'm a Toys R Us kid. I'm a Toys R Us kid. So yeah, you know, you used to have the Tyco cars and stuff like that, and it was just like that's just what it was. Every time I used to get paid, like I used to work with my dad. Like every time I got paid, I would take my money and then I go to Toys R Us. I'll ride my bike to Toys R Us and go buy me another car. I'll break it.
Right.
I'll break that car somewhere and hit a curb, and then I go buy me another one. So you know, I'm here. Like I'm stamped in the game. You know, I'm here. You know,
Right.
this is
Right.
you know, like I said, you see this right here?
Mm-hmm.
This
Oh
is
wow!
like
I
I told
love it.
I'm a big kid. Like, you know, I love the culture. You know, this ain't you know, you see that?
Right.
This ain't just like, oh yeah, I'm coming in here like, yeah, just trying to get clout. No, man, nigga been here, man. Like, you know, and like I said, the work that I've been putting in, like, it just shows, you know, it shows. Like,
Right.
um, I'm stamped, like, and all my shit tight. Like, I ain't one of them dudes that just be kicking the shit. All my shit tight. Like, it ain't no BS. Like, ain't no corners cut. Like, it's detailed. Ain't nobody got nothing like that. Like, ain't nobody. It's just a flavor. Like, it's just a flavor. And I feel like it came in over time.
So I remember one day tuning into somebody live, and I can't remember who it was, but they was kind of sort of messing with you. And this was before I think I had not been following you long, and they
Mm-hmm.
was messing with you about your hood, and
Yeah.
I was kind of upset myself. I'm
Nah.
like, bro, like, but
Like,
then I didn't know you as well as I know you now. I was upset at that point. I'm like, why do
so
you think?
a lot of people were right, but you gotta. I look at it like this, right? Like
Right.
people want to get in with you, right? They like it's just like a class. So like if a dude like a girl, what he gonna do? He gonna joke on her. He gonna try to like get her attention some type of way. Like me, like I understand the game, so I never took none of that stuff personal. Like and plus, like I grew up under jokes. Like my homeboys joke on me all the time, so it wasn't like I'm not taking none of that stuff personal. And plus, it's the internet. It's the internet, so I don't take what's said on the internet because if you see me in person, it's a whole different story. It's a whole different aura. Like it's a whole it's a whole different scene. So one thing I'm not gonna do is like, oh fuck, we ain't got to do all that, man. My brother, I love you, man. It's all good, man. The joke was funny, man. And whenever we see each other, dap it up and keep it moving. Like it don't. I'm not, because then if I do something stupid, somebody gonna buy my car for cheap. And then like I'm gonna be so hard to me, so it's just like it makes sense to not even write. It's not. Honestly, I don't take none of that stuff personal. Like it comes with the game. It comes with
Listen,
it.
it's funny you said that, right? Because I never would make fun of anybody going to prison, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
know a lot of people that done got some going to prison specials on their car. So it's good you got the, you know what I'm saying, you got the sense to be like, oh, I ain't about to let nobody trick me off the street.
I'm a grown ass man. Like I would sell this car before I do anything stupid. It's not worth it. And I have a
Right.
life. Like I got a whole life outside of this. Like I'm a 9-to-5 guy. Like I still got to work. I still got to take care of stuff. Like this car isn't my life. It's only when we in that culture. We in this culture. So this is what we do. But it's never to like. I don't believe in down to nobody. I don't care if your car ain't as tight as mine, ain't got this as mine. Like, it's no I don't see any competition in this game because we all can't look alike. If we all wanted to look alike, we all go buy a damn Mercedes Benz off the lot, go get a black one, and then we look alike. But everybody have their own style, and like I don't rank on anybody. I just keep doing what I do.
Speaking of the 9 to 5 guy,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that draw a lot of the fans in and a lot of the questions they had were surrounding the 9 to 5 bill. I thought that was so dope of you to try to introduce or to make it to make being a 9 to 5er great, because a lot of people will say, oh, I don't work, or I don't do this, or I don't do that, and I thought it was so dope of you to make the 9 to 5 guy feel like that was cool as well. So talk to us about the 9 to 5 bill thing.
The 9 to 5 bill is it is what it is, right? So it's like, so I came, like when I first started, I always just say I'm top 5 9 to 5, right? So this was like back in 2018, you know,
Right.
and the top 5, I'll start to give you the whole rundown. Like the top 5 for me came down to like, okay, well, nobody would give me my credit, right? Nobody wanted to like acknowledge the fact that, hey man, my shit nice, it's tight. So then I started giving myself my own credit. And then too, I'm a working guy. So what you have is a lot of people, they try to portray a lifestyle, or they'll go do something stupid to get a car, or just to go get likes on Instagram. And I started to tell them like, hey, listen, or show them like, you don't need to do this. Like you can actually work. You can save your money. You can do a little bit this summer, do a little bit next summer. You ain't got to rush it, because when you rush it, that's when things go wrong. You out of money. And then you'll be in a position that you don't want to be in behind the car. So, you know, it's okay to work for what you want. Like, you don't have to go scam. You ain't got to go rob none. And nothing wrong with all my hustlers and, you know, my D-boys, and I never shade them, because I come up under that era too. You know what,
right.
where we did a thing, but at the same time, like me as a black man, as a father, as a friend, as a and
No
and
worries.
and as a business owner, you know, you want to try to lead people in the right direction. Like, you know, you got people that say, yeah, he lame because he worked, but that's okay. Like I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with who I am. So you and what you eat don't make me shit. So I don't, you know, it's all for the people that actually come from where I come from. Like, you know, I'm not gonna say I came from nothing, you know, because my hood in Palm Beach, like, it's full of soulful people, it's full of go-getters. So a lot of that is coming, like me giving that energy back to the homies in the hood. Like, hey, I come from where you come from, and if I got this fly car, I'm able to meet these people, and if I'm able to connect with these people, like, you can do the same thing too. You ain't gotta hate on nobody. You don't have to undermine nobody. You don't have to do anything negative to get to this spot. You may have to work a little harder. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Hard work never kill nobody, you know. And that's just what a 9 to 5 is. It's just giving the people like motivation. And I've been getting love on it throughout the years. You know, people hit me up like, man, I didn't think it was possible, but I done got my car and I'm at this stage and I'm at that stage. And I'm like, man, well, you need to show that, because I'm not the voice for everybody, but it takes a village. Like, okay, well, hey man, I'm working too. Man, I'm working 2 jobs, but I got one. I'm working a night job right now because this is what I want. You don't have to go steal, because if you go steal, you got lawyers, you got jail, you got restitution, and now you are set back. So we're not trying to be set back, right? We do it once and do it right and keep moving forward, you know?
Right. So I'm going to tell you one thing the fans really told me to make sure that I express to you. They absolutely love you. They like love your energy. They love they just love. I did not hear, a lot of them didn't even have questions. They just wanted me to tell you how much they love you.
Appreciate it.
And I was like, oh man, listen, that's dope.
I
That's
appreciate
dope.
it. Yeah, I
And
mean,
then
I'm human. I'm human, like, you know, and I still get checked too. My homies still call my phone and, hey, well, Slim, like, this is this, and, oh, you know, well, this was going on, and my ear's still in the streets. Like, I haven't not once got the big head. I don't care how many followers I get. The followers you know, it don't make me. Like, what makes me is when I see people in person, and then, you know, their energy just totally different, and it's just calm and it's just cool, you know, and I can actually relate to people. Like, I'm not hard to find. I'm everywhere. I'm in Miami, I'm in Broward, I'm in Dade. I mean, I'm in Palm Beach, I'm in Stewart, I'm in Port St. Lucie, I'm in Vero, I'm in Atlanta, Jacksonville, Tampa. I be everywhere.
right.
All of them my niggas, like, and I'm a real one. So, you know, if you have an issue, if you can't come talk to me about it, I'd just rather you just stay in your own lane, because, you know, it ain't gonna work out like you think it is. But, you know, it's all love, you know.
And listen, when you walked up on me, I ain't have no idea you was that tall. I was like,
Everybody say that. Yeah, everybody say that. They
I
look
always
up like,
thought you
I
was this
know, I
little
know you
short
that tall,
guy.
right?
I say,
He got to be at least 6'8". Look at him.
Yeah, I think I'm about 6'6", with shoes on about 6'7". Yeah, I'm tall. Yeah, I'm tall.
Well,
Yeah.
you don't look like you nowhere near that tall. So
Uh,
I wouldn't.
that be the shock.
I'm
That
like
be
a
the shock
tall
when people
midget.
see
I
me in
definitely
person.
ain't trying. Go ahead.
But yeah, but you know, like I understand who I am. I understand my statue. Like I don't be trying to like force my size on people. Like I don't be trying to force that on people. I know I'm a big dude. I know I'm a tall dad, you know, but it's just one thing I come with love, and love ain't got no sizes. It ain't got no shapes, it ain't no sizes. Like I treat you like I work for you. You
Right.
know, and that's just with anybody. I treat everybody like I work for them. So that way, like I don't really, you know, it ain't really I don't really have too many issues with people because I'm very clear, I'm very transparent, and I'm also a good communicator too. I do know how to talk to people, you know.
You do.
Yeah,
You're not normally what we would. Let me see. I guess that's
yeah,
stereotyping,
but
maybe.
you wouldn't think it like I'm an educated guy. Like I'm street educated, book smart. You know, I'm a businessman too, and I'm an older guy. Like I said, you know, so you know what I do. I got homeboys, and I got real homeboys too. You know, so what I do will affect them also too, because people know they my homeboys. So I don't want to put any bad light, and I don't need my homeboys protecting me and try to speak on my name. But people know, like, oh, you know, Coach K, you know, Slim, then you know, man, we all family. You know, we all good people. You know.
Right. How did you get the nickname Coach K?
Shit, cause I'm the coach of this shit. Like I'm gonna show you how to do it. Like I'm gonna run the play. I'm gonna coach you, and I'm gonna run the plays, and I'm gonna put in the work, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. Ain't no need for me to lie to you, right? Cause I look you in your face when I talk to you, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna look you in your face and lie to you.
You definitely do. I ain't gonna lie. When I was talking to you, you was just. I was like, you were just so locked in. I was like, oh man, I hope I ain't did nothing wrong.
No, cause you know what? Time is a virtue. I don't play about my time. I don't play about my money. I don't play about my family. You know, I don't play about my energy either. You know, and
Right.
then you don't want to give off the wrong energy to people, to have people, for one thing, they can just, like, you know, because a lot of people, they do think they meet the majority of people and they think they can just step to them any kind of way, and it just ain't like that. You know, I just move with love, you know, so it ain't never no bad vibes, and I can go anywhere I want to go, you know.
What made you go with? I mean, I guess outside of the obvious, because me growing up in Florida, I probably know the answer to this, but this is a fan question. What made you go with a dunk versus any other type of car?
Well, my first car was a box Chevy.
Okay.
I had a box Chevy. Then I had a Cutlass. I had a 77 Cutlass Supreme. I couldn't get that right. And then, like, you know, my dad always used to say, like, you know, you got to get shit in this order. Don't just be out here with cars, jewelry, and all this stuff. Like, don't have anything to show for it. You know, make sure you have all your stuff in order. So, around the time, like, I was still sketchy on it. Like, and this before the don't. I got in like right before the don't stuff like kicked off heavy.
Right.
And I was looking for a vert. Like, I was looking for a vert. The hard top ended up choosing me, and it's just been stuck. Like, I think I probably would have had the same passion if I would have got a Cutlass and fixed it up. It's really not the car. It's just me. I would have, like, it was just that time for me. But
Right.
the don't just stuck, and then who knew it would blow up to you know, this big. You know, I never thought it would be this big. You know, because all I wanted was an old school car. You know,
Right.
and also too, being down south in the Tri-County, that's what you see. And then you seeing these cars, like, damn, boy, these things are nice. Like, you know, I remember one dude I seen, and I still got the pictures of him. God bless the dead. Thing they call him Disco. He from Broward. He had a pink doc. I don't know if it was a 72 or 71 or whatever. But man, listen, when I seen that vert, it was so beautiful. Like, he was nice. And, you know, I just knew one day, like, you know what? All right, I'm gonna get me one, and this how I'm gonna do it. And then that's just what it was, you know, when I found it. And then, you know, that's just what it was. That it stuck with me, you know. It stuck with me.
People don't understand growing up
Disco
in
Dave,
Florida.
Disco, that's the name, Disco Dave.
When
Yeah.
we growing up in Florida, They don't understand that when we say dumps, not just verts, dumps are a way of life. They really are. Like we've been seeing them since. I mean, of course, they are 70s cars, but
Yeah.
we've been seeing dumps fixed up like pretty much our
All
whole
our life.
life.
Yeah, all our life. All our
So
life.
it's not new to us. So
Yeah.
when
But to
it's
a
just
lot
a
of people.
natural progression of
Yeah.
things that are different, but we've been seeing it our whole life.
Yeah. Yeah. People don't understand that though. They don't, they don't understand our culture. And they're just now like getting into it. But it sucks that they're getting into it like really on a down slope of it because it's not many of them left.
Mm-hmm.
There's no book for these cars. So like really right now, this the last of the Mohicans. If you're building your car, like if your car is like set to come out, if you already building your car, like you're good.
Right.
But trying to
Right.
buy one now and then come out and build, like, man, this is the last of the Mohicans, and everybody really like not trying to hold on because they know what they have.
Right.
And we got a great culture. Like I like what, shouts out to my boy, Don't Planet and Don't Ride or Die, man. Them boys been in the culture since day one, and they got it on. They got it. Those were like, they got it up there. Just bringing it, because you didn't know people in Jersey buying donks, New York, California. Man, listen, you got so many people like that. They're from other areas. It's not a down, like people think it's a down south thing. It was. It's a cultural thing now.
Right.
You got people in Japan with donks now. Like it's serious now. It's serious.
So when Whip by Wade went to the car, they had a big car thing in Japan, and he showed the dunks. I was like, oh, next time I'm going. I gotta see a dunk in Japan. I'm going to Japan to see that.
That I would like to see that too. I would like to go there too. Like that's what I'm saying. And it still is it's still a lot that hasn't been done with these donks. You got to think nobody's really like did any heavy customizing to a donk yet. Like I'm talking about for like Pro Touring or like the stuff that they do to C10 trucks or low riders yet. Like we took a game that's not even supposed to still be here.
Right.
Like even the founders of the Chevy didn't even expect like it was gonna, and that just let us know, that should let us know how powerful our influence really is. Right. Because it's not even like a slang or a dance. We taking cars and we making these cars beat Lamborghinis or beat regular race cars, or we taking these cars like myself. I'll get on I-95 and do like 100, 110, 120, like up and down the highway with ease. They weren't supposed to be built for that. They were family sedans that was just supposed to go in the junkyard, or they had like up in Kentucky, they had like derby cars.
I was gonna say that they use them as derby cars now.
They were using them as derby cars, but you know what they're doing now? They parking them and selling the parts now because they know what they get for the parts. They selling the parts now. The parts are, hey, listen, it's a gold mine. It's a gold mine.
So during your build, what was one part that you thought you paid so much for and you thought, oh my God, this part is not even, why am I paying this much for it?
You say a part?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you this.
Go ahead.
My hard talk was easy because I had everything for it. Like I had, like when I bought the car, like I knew when I bought that car, like just get something clean. Cause I got my apartment. I ain't got nowhere to put it at. Like I can't just leave it out. So at least if my dad see me with this car and I ain't got a house yet, at least I got to tell her I can drive my shit, right? At least I can tell her, hey, Pop, I can at least drive the car. Come on, let's take a ride. Now with my vert, it's the whole fucking car. I was like, why did I pay that much money for that car? Like,
listen, so the little thing that goes around the tag, the little thing, I don't know which year it is, but it's a little thing that goes around the tag.
That's for 71.
Listen, I did not know that shit cost that much. And like you said, the
about
rocker
11, about
molding.
anywhere from 11 to 2.
That's
Yeah, 11 to 2.
crazy. And the rocker molding. That is crazy.
The rocker moldings. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what I did. Okay, my front wheel trim. That's what I didn't have on my car. I just got it on there probably about 2 years ago, right? And I was hounding the guy, like basically playing chess with him to get these parts. I'm like, bro, come on now, bro. We know these shits ain't nothing but like $60-$70, bro. You gonna charge me $325, and I still gotta go pay another $200 to get them polished and all that, man. Come on, man. Like, but you gotta suck it up, man. That's the bad part. You gotta suck that shit up and just like, you know what? Just get it. Just get it. Just get it. Like, cause you never know. Like you may get it today and you pay $350 for it. Tomorrow it's gonna be worth $1,000.
Because like Fat Joe said, yesterday's price is not today's price.
But people know it's like gas, right? Same thing with gas. We got the gas shortage, so what they do? Oh, we ain't got much gas, so yeah, we just gonna hike it up. There's no order. The thing about this dunk game now, it ain't no order in the dunk game. It ain't no order in it. You know, you may have one person that may charge, like a lot of people paying equal or greater than for the same parts, right? So let's say I got a pack of no, I'm not gonna promote them because they ain't giving me no money. All right, so yeah, right, yeah, we ain't doing that. Okay, my hat right here, right? So it's like 3 people have this hat. Those two people sell out. That one with it left, of course he's gonna go up. Or they all get together, hey man, listen, we the only 3 with this. Let's keep our prices like consistent. So I don't even think it's really price gouging. Like, I'm a businessman, so I definitely understand business. It's supply and demand. Nobody else is like, people can talk about, yeah, they put $100,000 in the don't, but nobody say, hey, listen, I took $100,000 and bought a CNC machine and started making pieces for the car. Like, if we all do that, hell, we take five of us, we take 10 of us, you know, put in 10,000 a piece, go buy the machine. That means we all get 10% off of it.
When you get ready to do that, count me in.
No, like but this is what I'm saying. But we still vultures in the game, if it makes sense, right? You see how, like, the low rider culture, like, and that's where all this shit come from. Like, all this shit come from Cali. So like, people gotta give their props to Cali too, because yeah, they had this and they had that, but them boys been doing showroom type stuff, off frames, airbrushing, gold leafing, like just crazy type bills. And I feel like, man, we just got to do better with how we handle each other also too. Then you have people that are not in our culture, just jumping in our culture to capitalize, and we let them, and we big them up too. We can know that they charging. We can know we charging people too fucking much, but we still go to that person and let them overcharge us. Me, I don't say nothing about it, so I keep my peace. But I know me, they don't get my money. In my car, and I still got all my stuff on my car. My car's still nice. Like, you don't have to, like, we make it a business, like Jay-Z said, right? The street schoolers to spend our money foolish. Like, why are you so excited that you paid more than me, you dickhead? Like, come on, like cash rules everything. You feel me? You know, we just gotta change our mind on this tip and start looking at it like I feel like, you know, when people like this, when, say for instance, if you're winning, you're happy, right? But if I'm winning, it's sad. You know, it's this, it's that. Like, nah, we gotta start saluting people too, and just, you know, giving them that energy that they need to flourish. Like, when it's your time, it's your time.
You know what I think it is? I tell people this all the time. I read the Willie Lynch letters, right? Mm-hmm. And I think we still have that mindset. It's still the crabs in a barrel mentality. We still want to, just because you're up and I'm in the pot, I want to pull you down. I think it's very few. Well, I don't think it's very few. I think the tide is starting to change where people actually are growing to want to see other people win. But it's not a lot, and it's changing so slow. I want to see everybody win. I know that's not realistic, but I do want to see everybody win.
Yeah, but you got to look at it like too, like you said, it is changing. So I look at it like this, right? You're gonna have the crabs, you're gonna have the naysayers, the rubberneckers, the whoever. They're gonna be in their own little box. But the now we have our choice. We have choices now. So that even with the Willie Lynch thing, like we didn't have a choice back then in the Willie Lynch. Like either you run, you get killed, or like we didn't have a choice. Now we have a choice to do better. We got a choice to help out. We got a choice to sit back and just shut the fuck up. You know? So it's also on your time and in your place, because yeah, I know a lot too. I'm knowledgeable, but does that mean I need to speak up on everything that I see? No, sometimes you gotta just sit back and just like let that time pass, because it's all like a trend, or it's a fad, or like, you know, you got people that either you're gonna be here or you just gonna, you know, you're gonna be a leaf in the wind, you know, and that's okay, you know. But it's still how you make your mark, how you gonna be remembered. Like I don't want to be remembered for doing no sucker shit, for standing nothing, for like no on no BS stuff. So I rather just stay to myself. I rather get called like the black sheep, or like, hell, you think y'all that? Yeah, that's what you think. That's not what I think, you know. So I think we still got growth, but we gonna do better.
In your opinion, what was the absolute most fun time in the car culture? Between what years for you?
Between what years? 2016 up until like the last. Okay, so I would say this. Whenever, I don't know the date for sure, but when a lot of social media stuff started popping too, because it got a lot smaller. Like the world got smaller. You started really meeting up just to link up with people. Like 2016, 2015, that's when, man, we used to go down to Miami, just meet up at Sunny. Or like shit, Nava used to throw the block party in the hood, like in Pompano. Like that boy just come on, like, hey, yeah, block party, like, and everybody just pull out. Nobody wasn't charging. Like, you feel me? Prices were low. If you needed something, somebody was like, yeah, all right, I got you, or hit my man's up and he'll charge you, you know, little to nothing for it, you know, where a favor was actually a favor, you know. That was a good time, because like you know, everybody was learning, you know. And before that, I could say back in the 90s, like before Cash Money
That's
took
mine.
over, before Cash Money took over for the 99-2000, this shit was lit. this shit was lit. I didn't even have a car, but this shit was lit.
Between 95 and maybe 99, 2000, people, the cars was still dope. People was just riding their cars. Like it's
East
always
Coast,
gonna be hate in
yeah,
some
yeah.
form of
The
fashion.
homies say East Coast riders. I remember we used to sit in my dog. We used to sit in my dog house, and he had a 72 vert on the side of the house. It was a rust bucket back then. Then he had a big block, a big 454 in the middle of the living room. Before it, like, he didn't even get a chance to put it in yet. But we'll just be chilling in the house, just vibing and watching East Coast riders. We studying together. You know, and like I said, that brought everybody to East Coast Riders really did it, because it started bringing everybody together. Like niggas who couldn't get down to Miami, or who couldn't get up to Palm Beach. Like, yeah, man, like, you know, shit. Like for me, then too, what, Trick Daddy, you know, Trick. Like I'm talking about like on a bigger scale, like, cause I can call out dudes like, you know, like Dan, Pokey, Bot, like in my city, you feel me? And them boys had flavor. Like I think the first time I seen a donk on like this round, like 22s was coming out, 23s. I think dude in my city named Quinn put one on 6s. No, he put it on 4s. Big tires, had a little squat to it back then, and he had a hard top coming through, heavy music. But that was like by 98 to 2000, because that's when the hoods was eating. That's when the hood, like, you go out in my hood, like you may come out on the Ave, you got 10 donks lined up. The kids at the park, the hustlers at the store doing their thing. You feel me? The chicks walking past, like everybody coming through, because they want to see they want to see everybody outside. You feel
And
me?
before
Like
social media, like we would just like,
before social media, before
yeah,
you got to
everybody
go
would
to the
pull up. Like it was crazy. It was when I seen that coach dunk, when I seen Murph and that
Murph,
coach dunk.
Murph, Murph,
Oh
Murph,
my God.
Murph, Murph was ahead of his time, man. Like, and everybody, like, even now, like Murph, Trick, Luck, like DNL, like them boys down there, like that's when they really started bringing, because niggas was racing, but niggas up here was racing like cutlasses. They was racing actual race cars. But when them boys was racing them donks, it was like, hold up, these bitches big and they go fast. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so many game changers. Like, it's so many pivotal points that I think people just like they like, we need a whole nother like loop of it, like a whole timeline of like, if somebody put together a whole timeline from like back in the 90s, because I'm sure it's still videos out there, you know, a lot of, and I be cranking my homies from the 90s up. I got one of my dogs out now. This nigga ain't been out since, he ain't been out since 90, 98, 97. Fucking around with me, I got that boy dropping a hard top introvert. Like,
Oh wow.
I be motivating my old heads, man. My old heads bringing that pressure, because now it ain't just like, you know, it's like bits and pieces, but it's so much better like when all us slide. You know how many donks really out here?
Yeah,
You
it's
see,
a lot.
listen, you'll go crazy. People go crazy seeing 5 donks in the lineup. Imagine seeing 50 of them bitches like just going.
Right.
And don't none of them look the same. Man, people lose their damn mind seeing all them cars back to back to back to back.
So this is how I can really tell you are in love with the culture. When you talk about it, your eyes just light up.
Yeah, man, this shit dope. I'm a big kid. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't take it personal. Like, I'm a big kid. I've been doing this for a long time, and hopefully, God willing, like, it ain't gonna stop. Like, I just get bigger toys and more toys. It ain't just about the donks. It's about, I like toys. You feel me? I'm a big kid. I like toys. I like gadgets. I like, you know, I like going out in the fucking woods with my shoes, but, you know, just going chill in the woods or some shit like that. I like that. I'm a nature boy. I like being outside.
So everybody, y'all know what to get Coach K for his birthday. Some kind of gadget, some kind of little something that's just a little gadget.
Yeah, I like gadgets. Yeah. Yeah, I
So
like
how do you
gadgets and
feel?
shit like that. I like.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
How do you feel the top 5 has affected the culture?
I feel like, and I'm gonna speak one thing about. I'm not gonna speak negative, right? I'm gonna speak positive on it, right? I feel like that top 5 been making them boys step their shit up. Like, if you want to, like this shit, like the NBA. If you want a ball, boy, you better bring that shit, because boys ain't playing. Like, you mention it, you gotta stand on it, and that's just what it is. And if it's not, it's okay. Stay in your lane. You see, I'm top 5, 9 to 5. You see that? Like, I'm top. Like, you see that? You hear that, right? I'll put that in parentheses. I'm top 5, 9 to 5. Like, cause these boys heavy. There's boys out here heavy, and there's dudes that's been, you know, they got different ideas. They got very long money. You can't compete with them. Don't try to compete with them boys. Like, salute them when you see them. Salute them boys. Don't hate on them. Don't be like, oh man, them boys doing it. No, man, salute them boys, man. You feel me? They running this shit. So that's just what it is, and I feel like I love it, because that doesn't do anything but make my value go up, and it's gonna make more people understand our culture, because then they're gonna understand, like, not everybody in this game is a dope boy. You know, not everybody in this game sells drugs. Not everybody does anything illegal. Like, you got top 5 businesses out here that's buying these cars, or top 5 entertainers, top 5 producers, top 5 journalists, you know, out here taking a look at these cars. So, you know, shit, one day we may be on the runway at the fashion show, or, you know, in Paris Fashion Week or something like that. You know, you see how they did Gucci with the 75. So, like I said, the top 5 waking everybody up, because now like before before nobody wasn't counting. Now they counting. Now they got their hand out like, okay, well damn, well if you ain't okay, well you ain't there. Well then we're gonna put we're gonna put that's just what it is. So when you see it, and you see that, when you see the tag, man, you just gotta salute it. And
So it also,
I'm for like positive though. Like whatever that other sucker shit going on, I ain't got nothing to do with that. If it's all positive, I'm for it, so I salute it.
so it also says that, and it lets people know there's levels to it, which we already all should know. It's levels to all bills. Some people can't afford to put 200,000 in a dunk. Some people, but they got a dunk and they can afford to do what they can do.
Yeah, like, and I preach this always, you gotta get, you gotta have something for yourself also, because, the car, you got, let's say it like this, and we'll break it down, because I know everybody like numbers, you go spend you go spend 125,000 in the car. A house will probably take you probably about $20,000 for something that's close to like $200,000. At least keep something on top. Make sure your paperwork right, credit right and stuff too. At least go buy you a house. At least while you fixing on that house, instead of going to buy a storage, you spending $200 a month at a storage. You got a house, so you putting that $200 into your mortgage, and then your car safe. In case anything happens. And it's easy to lose a storage over to lose a house. You got to go into mediation. You got to go on all this shit, foreclose. You ain't gonna just lose your house like that. So you got to have something to show for it. Don't be a dummy because you putting all your money over here. Make sure, like, if something happen, make sure you at least buy that bitch back from yourself if something happen. So that's just, that's the strong emphasis. I tell all the homies, if someone be getting discouraged, like, well, damn, like, and I've always said it, you can go back to all my old videos. I've been very consistent with that. Make sure you just have something, make sure you have something for yourself, because you can't sleep in that car. While that bitch getting bust down, but you can't put insurance on it. You can't put insurance on the shell. Them people want to see if it's running and all of that stuff. So, just make sure make sure your ducks in a row. Make sure you pay your child support too before you fuck the car. Don't be out here, boy.
Take care of them babies.
Take care of them, man. Take care of them babies, man. Shit, take care of the babies, man. Your lady will understand though. Your lady will understand, but you got to take care of that too. But yeah, but it's so many other. There are top 5 other things to do than put everything in a dump. Right. See how that top 5 is, it expands out, like it's just a root, but then you go to branching out, and then branching out, and then branching out. So, it's nothing but love.
Where would you like to see this game go in the next 2, 3, 5 years?
Man, I want to see niggas get back in the street, man. That's all I be contesting. Like, shit, man, let's just pull up to a gas station. Let's go to Wendy's or something like that, or go get a 4 for $4 and just chill in the parking lot, and just chop it up, and just leave. Everybody get home safe. I'm not on that celebrity shit. Like, I feel like, man, pull that bitch out, man. That's what it's built. That's what it's meant for. It's a car, bro. Drive it. You ain't gotta beat it up. You ain't gotta do all that. But I think it's a culture, man. It's here to drive. But now, because it's this digital world, now everybody got it. But you'll never see it. You'll never see it in person. You always see it on the phone. Like, oh yeah, just follow me. Yeah, I got it. It's right there. You'll probably never see it in person. But I want to see people enjoying their cars and enjoying their bills, and I want to see people get their fucking cars out the shop. Like, bro, stop being at the mercy of these shops, man. Like, come on.
Dear shop, stop holding these people's cars hostage.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, them shops gotta. Hey, man, y'all get my dogs out the headlock, please, man. Get them out the headlock, cause I've been waiting on my homies to ride with me about 2 years. They still in the shop playing around, man. Like, they getting discouraged now, bro. I may have to come to the shop, dog.
Don't you go. Don't go.
Bro, listen. I need to know what's going on, bro.
Don't go. Because let me just tell you, if somebody see you walking up.
It don't be the money. Like, these dudes get paid. These shops making a lot of money. I ain't gonna never say nobody making too much money. They're making a lot of money, but they're not producing. They're not producing. They're not producing. Like, ain't nowhere in hell. Like, I'd rather build my car in my garage before I just send it off and let somebody like put my car together. Like, I'm all right. I got time. I got time to turn a boat. I'm a handyman. I can turn some screws, some bolts. You know.
Do you have any horror stories about putting your car together with the shop? You don't have to say the shop name if you don't.
Yeah. I mean, but that comes with the game. You gotta, you can have the clearest understanding or whatever. Like, it's always gonna be something. It's always gonna be something. Like, you can put it on paper. It's always some nigga thinking that he can get over. Like, it's always that. It's always one shop that just like, oh yeah, let me just do this. Like, and if you do it, you just check him on it. And if he can't clean his face, you don't fuck with him no more. And if he clean his face, y'all friends for life. That's it. Like, this all about like friendship. Like, I can still go back to, majority of any shop that I went to in the past of my last bill.
Right.
If I didn't go back to them, it's probably because of time situation. They probably just so backed up, but they still like tell you like this. I'm going to a painter, right? I got one painter, but my body guy is he's handling the painting on my car. My last paint man so dope. He told me just go ahead and go. He told me where to go get my paint from, all my painting materials. He said, listen, I'm gonna mix the paint up for you and just have them paint it. And whatever you need me to do, just let him know. If your painter needs anything, just call me. But this how I bring people together. Like, it ain't no conflict, no interest. I'm not like doing nothing like snaky on nobody. Everybody know what's going on. Hey man, bro, I need some paint because my dude doing it. You can't get it done right now. We gonna, that's just what it is. Ain't no sucker shit around here. Transparency. That's the word.
That's dope. What's a piece of advice that before you built your first car, you wish somebody would have given you and you would give to somebody that's going to build a car?
Shit, that's a good one. Just know what you want. Just know what you want. Because don't have buyer's remorse. Like, you're going to end up having buyer's remorse, and just do it right the first time. If it take a little time, but just do it right, man. Don't rush them. Don't rush anybody. Just take your time, because at the end of the day, you're gonna end up spending more time than doing it all over again. So if you could just like slow it down, if you slow it down like on the early stages of it, but as time goes on, you know what you built. You know what these parts are supposed to do. Like, I know what I built, so that's why I can jump in my car right now and do 100 or better on up and down I-95. And me, I'm gonna try to break that bitch. Like, whatever we gonna break. So fuck it, let's go. We're gonna be back at the shop tomorrow. Let's go. and like, luckily, like I built I built a really good car to where I don't have to sit in the shop. I'm not at the mercy of these shops. And it ain't nothing that really break on my car that I can't fix in my garage. Or the mechanic gonna come to my house.
So, see, now you got the cheat code. You can fix it yourself, or the mechanic gonna come. See, now you know something.
I know how to fix shit too. I know my car. Like, I'm that nigga that know my car. Like, okay, like I look over it. Like, all right, hey man, you better know it. You better know what's missing on your car. You better know how your car ride. Like, and that's another thing too. These guys send these cars off, and they don't have enough seat time. They don't have enough seat time. They didn't test their car. They didn't drive it. They just got like this crazy power package. And then when they jump out there, they like all over the road. And then before you know it, they into a pole or a curb or, stuff like that. You got to tame these beasts. Shit, hey.
Like Jack told us last week, he hit two cars in one day.
Jack, well, boy. I love watching Jack videos. Get down, Ray. Get down. I love boy. Be over that bitch. Man. Like, hey, listen, man. It's dope. It's dope, man. It's dope. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody in their car has an identity.
Right.
They gotta when people get in their car. I know me. When I jump in my car, I'm a whole different person. Bitch, you better not even look at me the wrong way. I'm gonna make you run that shit. Look at me crazy. Let's go.
So you Coach K when you get in your car, you somebody else.
I'm a shit. I'm not Coach K. I'm Coach K all day round because I'm always giving that game, right? But when I
Right.
get that car, like I'm like Ace Ventura, Peck Detective.
I didn't expect you to say that.
Hey, listen.
I was
Hey,
thinking Don Corleone.
no. I'm telling you who I am, right? Hey, listen. You remember he was out the window. The windshield was broke. He was driving that bitch out the window, full throttle. That's me. I'll be fucking on it. Let's fucking go. Bust a motherfucking move. Like, no, but I be having fun though. Like it's all fun, man. Like it's all fun.
So this is the last question I have for you. In the interest of your time, when you're no longer here, what would you like your legacy to be?
Shit, that I have fun. I enjoyed myself. And I maintained my composure. I wasn't trying to be something that I wasn't. I groomed myself properly and I just made sure I just passed that same on, and it was all out of blood, sweat, and love, That was it.
That's a quote. That's a shirt, Coach K. Blood, sweat, and love.
Blood, sweat, and love.
Line coming soon. Now, when you put the shirts out, give me my credit.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I need to start coining my stuff, man, because listen, man, they be running with so much of my stuff, man. I can't be like, because I'm not no hater, so I can't be like, oh, whatever. Just like, all right, cuz you got it, bro. It's whatever.
But we said it here, so it's documented, and it's gonna be on YouTube when we come up with the blood, sweat, and love.
Blood, sweat, and love. Like I need to start. No, but definitely, we definitely need to, because I got that the 9 to 5. My 9 to 5 hoodies, man. I got 9 to 5 merch stickers and stuff like that. I'll show it to you. All right, corner, might as well. A little free advertising.
Yep.
Appreciate you. Hold up.
And then tell them how they can get them as well. I guess I know you'll do that as well.
Just DM me. That's the best way. So I got these, and I got little hoodies. I got new hoodies coming soon. So this one right here, like basically I had the other one. So this one incorporates all my 9 to 5 homies, from the construction workers, the truck drivers, the women like holding the tool right there. This is for everybody. The truck drivers, the anybody like that's actually like getting it off the muscle and actually wake up early in the morning, man, and go get to their money. It don't matter how much money you make, like whatever you make, like I'm not in nobody's pockets. I just want everybody to be able to maintain themselves, especially so they ain't asking me for shit too. I get annoyed when people asking for shit all the time. Like, you got to be able to maintain yourself, So
I need one of those, and I need.
I'll send you too. Just DM me your address or wherever to send them at, and I'll send them out to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send them out.
So you have those. I seen you with the. I think I seen either a shirt or a hoodie.
Yeah,
you have those as well too.
Yeah. I got the hoodies. The hoodies nice though. They're $60. The hoodies dope, man. They like, if you like Nike hoodies or polo hoodies and stuff like that, you can wear them in the rain. You actually don't get wet. They've been tested. And they real nice and snug and comfy. It ain't no messed up material or nothing like that. But yeah, shop with me. It's nice stuff. It's quality.
So this is what I challenge everybody watching and everybody who will watch the replay to do. We always go and run and spend our money with everybody else. Let's spend our money with each other. Let's hit Coach K up, get a shirt, a hoodie, a stick, get anything. Yeah, there's so many people in our culture that sell stuff, buy stuff from each other.
Yeah, and if y'all got anything worth buying or anything like that, like shoot it to me. Like I support, like I love supporting my people, man. Like I'm not I ain't no crowd, man. I like spending money with my people, So if anything,
just get in his DM, he got you.
Yeah, just lock me in my DM and I'm here, man. I do answer back to my DM, so it's all good.
So Coach K, I gotta tell you this. Mm-hmm. I this interview went really like I knew it would. You have such, even if anybody on here has ever been around him, like just standing there talking to you, it's just it's just something about your aura, just something about your vibe that like makes a person want to just be like, oh man, he's so dope. I just love that. Like in a world where as a female, I come across men all the time who are just jerks.
Well, I got a black mother, grandma, sisters. So of course they put me in my place. So I don't. That's the last. For one, just with the culture we have now too. Like the last thing I want to do is make a woman feel uncomfortable. It's the last thing I ever want to do. And then for two, the last thing I want to do is make any man feel threatened.
Right.
Because I know, like I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I know we both can take it. I never underestimate anybody. So I give everybody that fair square and that, and I just come with love and respect. Like, and if I disrespect anybody, like I can say I'm wrong and I can apologize. It ain't no, like, ain't no egos with me. Like I'm a grown man. Like I don't have no egos. Like, it's just, I feel like it's just me and you here talking and, that's just what it is. Like,
I need you to write a book or give some of these dudes lessons because they don't know.
You gotta be, how would I say it? Like, you gotta be ready to receive it, and it don't come from nobody else. It comes from you. You gotta be accountable for your own shit. Like, and that's just what I've learned to do. Like, I ain't no young buck. Like, I know I look like I'm like.
You ain't that old though.
I know I look like I'm about 18, 19, but I mean, what, like 25 or something. I don't know, but yeah, like it's. You got to understand life. Like, and, one thing my homie always used to tell me, you never want to disrespect the laws of the land, and then, you move freely from there.
Coach K, this has been a dope interview.
Thank you.
You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime somebody has somebody energy can almost or almost match mine or surpass mine. In my book, you definitely one of the real MVPs of this thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you for sitting down with us. I really appreciate your time.
No problem. Anything you need, just hit my DM. You got my number now, so it's okay to shoot a text anytime you feel. Okay.
They want to know if you have big sizes on the hoodies and the shirts.
Something, not yet. But I can take pre-orders. So if you DM me your size, then all I have to do is just hit my people up, and then we can get them made. Because I'm almost finished with the first batch. So the second batch, these are probably just gonna be with my new logos. And the people who bought the first time around, like this sticker, I'll probably give you like 10% off, like anything else, if you have that sticker, and then so on, just keep the movement going. And they reasonable too. Like, my hoodie's reasonable because it's for all my 9-to-5 people, and it's affordable. I'm not trying to sell like, $200 hoodies, I mean, probably one day, but I'll sell those to people that, they're more, out there. But, for now, just keep it cool. All right.
Coach K, thank you so much for joining us today. I really, really appreciate your time.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Guys, so that was Coach K. If you're not already following him, he's one of the top 5 guys. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him. Go check out. You need a 9-to-2 shirt. Y'all make sure y'all go follow him and check out his merch. So, last thing I wanted to show you guys, I started a new segment of the show that's called Spotlight. So I'll spotlight cool things that people make or manufacture or sell in the car culture. This is one of the things that I wanted to spotlight today. So this plaque, it's actually it sits down. So like if you have an office, it can sit in your office or it can sit in your wherever. Stitch by Slick sells these and manufactures them. But that's not the cool thing, right? So the cool thing is this thing actually lights up. So you plug it up and they put it in my logo colors. So my logo colors are turquoise and pink. So they made the light up in pink and they made the stand in turquoise. So Stitch by Slick sells these and it can make it with your logo. So you can sit it in your office, in your home, in your window, wherever you like. So this is today's spotlight. We're spotlighting this stand. So it's really nice. It comes with the cord. They give you the cord with it as well. So I'm spotlighting this from Stitch by Slick. So you guys make sure if you reach out to Stitch by Slick to grab one of these, y'all let them know that KP sent you. And if y'all aren't following them, y'all go ahead and do that now. Last but not least, today's show is sponsored by Impact Car Materials or Impact Materials. So they manufacture materials for all of your interior needs, cars, boats, airplanes, anything that has interior. They do headliner, carpet, all of those things they manufacture. So y'all make sure y'all go follow Impact as well. Last but not least, I wanted to let you guys know, thank you so much for continuing to rock with me. September 2nd will be 3 years of Rydes N Vybes. And when I started way back in 2019, I never thought that we would go this far and things would progress the way they have. I have to let you guys know that I appreciate you tuning in every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. I want you guys to know I love each and every one of y'all. I mostly love y'all for loving me. It's been a dope ride, and I would love to continue to show for many, many years to come. But I also always let you guys know when it's no longer fun for me, I will be happy to step away because I did it because it's fun to me and I love the culture. Thank y'all for tuning in to today's episode of Rydes N Vybes, and I will see you guys next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.